Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. This is SOBC checking in with you again with a new one. This time we are going to talk about one of the biggest podcasts on YouTube, the Fresh and Fit podcast. Okay? So what I want to talk about today is sexual assault allegations and running your business, and also combining pleasure with business. Okay, so for those of you who do not know who Fresh and Fit is a huge number one podcast. I'm actually a fan of Fresh and Fit. I watch Fresh and Fit at least 2-3 times a week. I watch the day shows. I watch their nightly shows just to see what's going on out there and not be my own bubble. So just to kind of give you a background, so Fresh and Fit came out last actually not I would say about 8 months ago. There was some sexual assault allegations against one of their hosts, and that is Myron Gaines. And there was this guest on the show who appeared and said she was quote unquote raped by Myron Gaines, but they came back and provided a great amount of evidence showing that those allegations were false, and they were vindicated. They were vindicated. She actually came back and said all those allegations were not true. Fast forward to earlier this year, they invited this lady on the show, and according to her, she claims that Myron Gaines slash Fit texted her numerous times, and he was blowing up her phone. He wanted to meet with her and hang out with her, and she eventually caved in, and they ended up in their apartment together by themselves. And she goes on to allege that he forced himself onto her and kissed her, and yeah, she alleged a huge amount of things against Myron. So I'm not going to go into additional details of what she said, but I'll link the video. She did appear on the H3H3 podcast, and I'll link the video in the description box. You can go watch it. I think her interview begins an hour and 15 minutes in. So I'll link that in the description box. You can go check that out. But let me jump into the reason why I wanted to create this video. I think these guys are, I would say they're clowns. And I say that with a lot of love. I love their podcast. I listen to it again, like I mentioned, 2-3 times a week. But these guys have no discipline. And there's a term in the manosphere that they call, or that they use. I'd say they call it the dig discipline. They have no penis discipline. These guys, and you would think that they learned the first time about 8-9 months ago. You would think that they learned not to involve pleasure and business after those initial sexual assault allegations against one of their hosts. But they continued to indulging their guests and engaging in uh, sexual escapades with their guests, and also combining pleasure and business. These things do not combine together. When will these men learn? And these are the men that claim to be red pill. Okay. Yes, there are good things these guys do on the podcast, and I will not take that away. I give them their flowers for that. They do a lot of good things. They share a lot of good information with a lot of men out there. I give that to them. But one huge criticism I have of them is they do not have dig discipline. And a good indicator of that is, just like I said earlier, they engage in sexual escapades with their guests. Like, who does that? You would think they learned they learned in the whole first situation they had, but now a second little girl, 19-year-old girl, has come out and said one of their guests, Myron Gaines, forced himself onto her. You know, this just doesn't make sense. I think it's dumb. And these guys are going to learn, they're going to learn the hard way unless they stop dealing with their guests in a sexual manner. This podcast will go down the drain. And I'm starting to think that they're really, the motives behind doing this podcast are not good slash positive motives. I think they're just doing this for, just doing this for the money, and I'm not going to knock them for that. But claiming that they're doing this for men and they could retire anytime, and this whole righteous indignation about caring about men and men's rights, I think it's just all a bunch of BS, and it's just a cover for them to continue getting paid. And I might be wrong on that assessment, but how I see things coming out now, it's just not a good look. It's not a good look. Well, that's all I have. That's all I have for today. Please let me know your feedback in the comment. Leave a comment and like and share this video. Let me know what you think. Am I wrong? Am I correct in my assessment? Let me know what you think in the comments, okay? This is SOBC checking out. I will see you on the next one. Peace.